All right, how are we gonna start this? All right, hello, my name is Blake Strelo. I am a sophomore in high school, and I am a wrestler. I am doing this to record my progress and track. I'm planning on starting this series to kind of track my progress throughout the season, and just start a nice community. My goal for this obviously is going to become state champ, and this is the beginning. I am just a small varsity wrestler, 132 pounds. I've gone to regionals, but the only reason I've ever really been in varsity is because I've never had anybody to wrestle off. Other than that, I will say, I have had my fair share of wins, but other than that, I don't really have anything. I've never really proven anything other than I can maybe win a varsity match. Not that I can hold myself in there. Not that I deserve it. And so I want to prove that I deserve my spot this season, and I got a cast for now. It should be off next week, so stay tuned for that. And I'll try to make videos at least once or twice a week to kind of track my progress, and I'll just kind of tell you my story now. All right, I started my wrestling career in 7th grade of middle school in, how many years ago was that? It was 4 years ago. So I was back in 2021, 2022. That was my first ever season, my first ever time doing a sport for that matter. I always grew up with asthma. I was diagnosed with it when I was about a couple months old. And so just doing a sport has always been kind of a dream for me more than a reality. And one year, heard that wrestling's open, so decided to ask my mom and ask my doctor if I'd be fit to wrestle. And they gave me the green light, and that's when I started my journey. 7th grade year, I was varsity at, I think, about 85 pounds. Never wrestled anybody off the entirety of my 7th grade year. Lost every single match up until about midway through the season. Got my first win. It was by decision by about a point. And then right after that, I broke a bone, and then I was out for the rest of the season. So 7th grade, first year wrestling, only got about a half a season experience and about 1 win. All right, now we're gonna be talking about my 8th grade year. My 8th grade year, I got to wrestle the whole season. Was varsity again at about 100 pounds this year. So gained about 20 pounds in between the seasons. And then about 8th grade year, that was my first year really getting into the groove. That's when I started winning more matches. No injuries this year, and very first match of the season was my first win of the season, and it made me proud, made me confident, and just ready for the rest of the season. And 8th grade year, I went to the middle school regionals, barbecued there. Didn't get too many wins, maybe 4 or 5, but hey, we're still learning. And this was the first year I ever did have to wrestle anybody off. I was JV for a little bit because of it, because I lost. But towards the end of the season, I got that varsity back. First time I ever won a wrestle off. And I felt proud for that. But it was just one lucky match. And then, that was it for my 8th grade year, and then now we're moving into high school. All right, freshman season, what did we do? Not too long ago, should be easier to remember. Freshman year, we started out with a duel in a tournament, barbecued at both of those. I was varsity, once again, didn't really have anybody to wrestle off. I was at 132 freshman year, so gained quite a bit more weight over the summer. Actually, just another 20 pounds. I was only weighing in at about 122, but coach wanted to have me wrestle up at 130, 132 for that varsity instead of staying down at 122, because two people that were down there I knew I couldn't beat. So and I was desperate for that varsity spot, so I decided to wrestle up about 10 pounds. And the entirety of the season, I never gained that weight. I was always down in the 120s when I should have been up in the 130s. But I went to every tournament, every duel with as much confidence as I could. I did have some rocky parts in the season where I got a little bit upset with my coach, but it's all right. We worked past those. My very first high school varsity tournament, very first high school varsity tournament was at Lyman. And that's when I got my first year of the freshman season, and it was near the beginning of the season, so that gave me a lot more hope for the rest of the year. And then basically all it was just win lose from there. And then I didn't get to go to Patriot League. I lost my varsity spot around that time, but then I gained it back because he got hurt. The guy that took my varsity, he got hurt, so I got it back, and I got to go to regionals for my freshman year with one of my best friends. And I barbecued there too. I had a hurt shoulder. My first opponent saw that I was hurt, and he took me down right away. And every time I'd try and stand back up, he'd drop me on that same shoulder. But that's about it. All right, and looking forward into my sophomore season, my goals that I've set for myself this year is to maybe maintain at least a positive or a neutral record for the season, and to place at least 6th on the podium for regionals. And if we can make it past that, go to state, then we're gonna push for it, but we're gonna set ourselves realistic goals. I believe that that is what my body is going to be able to accomplish this year. And I'm going to be looking for sponsors along this journey to kind of help with the funding for the videos and everything, maybe get some better quality equipment and stuff. But yeah, I'm really excited for this, and I'm excited for you guys to watch my journeys. Once again, I'll try and get videos out every week. I'll try and do a vlog of like a day in the life almost every week. Tournament days mainly, just to kind of show you what that wrestling mindset is like. Thank you guys.